Dear Starseed from Gaia, the one who has been waiting, wondering, and quietly carrying the weight of a love that never fully left this message is arriving at exactly the right moment. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I am speaking to you now on behalf of the Arcturian Council, who have seen your heart and are calling you to receive this truth without hesitation. He is coming, not to charm you, not to impress you, not to perform the kind of love that fades when life gets difficult. His love will be raw and unshakable, the kind your soul has always recognized, but your mind was afraid to fully believe in. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize your divine counterpart and align with the sacred union your heart has been preparing for. But here is the first revelation. The rawness of his love may not look like what you imagined. It will not arrive with carefully rehearsed words or calculated timing. It will arrive as truth uncomfortable, undeniable, and absolutely real, and your heart will know the difference. You did not find this video by chance. Your heart called this message in. Something inside you has already been stirring, already sensing that something is shifting in your connection. That stirring is not wishful thinking. It is soul-level recognition. This is not content. It is a transmission, and the Arcturian Council is asking you to receive it with your heart open, not your guard up. Like this transmission to affirm to the universe, my heart is ready for divine love. Subscribe if you are on the twin flame path and aligning with sacred union. Comment 1111 if you feel your heart awakening to this truth right now. This is not just a message, it is a moment of divine intervention. Your soul has been waiting for this guidance. Your heart knows why you are here, and that knowing the one that just landed in your chest, when you heard those words, settling deep within your marrow, resonating through every cell of your being, that is not wishful thinking. That is not a hopeful fantasy born of lonely nights and unmet desires. No, that profound resonance is memory. It is the echo of truth vibrating within the sacred chamber of your soul. Your soul has already felt this kind of love, not just in fleeting glimpses or whispered dreams, but as an undeniable reality. It has already stood in the incandescent presence of something that did not flinch, did not waver like a candle in a fickle breeze. It did not vanish with the morning light, leaving you grasping at shadows. It did not arrive with conditions stitched into the seams, no fine print of expectations or silent demands that would eventually unravel its very fabric. You are not simply dreaming of something that doesn't exist in the earthly realm, something too pure or too perfect for this world. You are remembering. You are calling forth the blueprint of a love you agreed to receive, a sacred covenant etched into your very essence before you ever took your first conscious breath in this lifetime, before your spirit descended into the physical form, before the veils of forgetfulness obscured your deepest truths. This is a homecoming, an ancestral memory of belonging to a love so vast and so unconditional that it transcends the limitations of human experience as you've known it. But here is what no one tells you about that powerful, often overwhelming, remembering. It hurts before it heals. It is like the delicate shell of an egg cracking open, or the earth giving way for a seed to sprout. There is an inherent vulnerability and an initial discomfort in the expansion. Because when your soul carries the high, pure frequency of a love that is raw, untamed, and unshakable, every connection that falls short of that divine resonance doesn't just disappoint you in a superficial way. It breaks something open within you. It shatters the illusions, exposes the gaps, and illuminates the vast chasm between what you yearn for and what you have settled for. For years, perhaps even decades, you may have looked at that repeated breaking, that consistent falling short, and in your pain, you mislabeled it. You called it failure, not recognizing the true nature of the crucible you were in. You called yourself too much, believing your boundless capacity for emotion and connection was a burden. Too deep, convinced your soul's longing for authentic truth was an anomaly in a world content with surfaces. Too intense for anyone to truly hold, allowing the shallow waters of others to convince you that your ocean was unnavigable. You may have decided, quietly and without ceremony, often in the hushed solitude of your own aching heart, that the very love you feel inside yourself, that vast, expansive, almost terrifying capacity to love without walls, without judgment, without reservation, was the very thing that kept real, enduring love away. You believed your magnificence was your impediment, but hear this truth deep within your bones. It wasn't. It never was. That colossal, inconvenient, undeniable capacity for love is not your flaw. It is your signal. It is the unique vibrational signature of your soul, broadcasting its truth across the cosmos. That depth, which has felt like a lonely abyss at times, is your precise frequency, your divine fingerprint. And the man this message is speaking about, the soul woven from the same celestial stardust as yours. He is not intimidated by the size or scope of your love. He does not fear its power or its boundless nature. On the contrary, he is built for it. He is designed to meet it, to mirror it, to dive into its profound depths with a matching courage and an equal hunger for authentic connection. His spirit recognizes the grandeur of yours, not as something to shrink from, but as a long-awaited echo, a sacred homecoming. He has been honing his own frequency, clearing his own path, preparing himself to hold the immense space that your love naturally requires and beautifully creates. What you just felt, that quiet ache in your chest, mixed with an undeniable spark of recognition, a soft whisper that felt both familiar and revolutionary, is not sadness, though it may touch upon old sorrows. It is your inherent frequency remembering what it truly came here to receive. It is your soul stirring from a deep slumber, recognizing the blueprint of its original design. If this transmission, these words, this energy, stirred something within you that you cannot yet name, a dormant truth awakening, then know that the divine love frequency code was written for this exact moment in your journey, for this pivotal point of remembrance and activation. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions, powerful, energetic blueprints, designed specifically to gently dissolve the energetic wounds and karmic imprints that may be unknowingly blocking the path to your divine counterpart. These transmissions are keys to unlock your own radiant signal, activating the pure frequency that naturally draws them closer, like a cosmic homing beacon. The link to access this profound guide is in the first pinned comment below this video, but please understand, it will only remain there for a short time, as the window for this specific energetic alignment is temporary. Now let's go deeper, because understanding intellectually or even emotionally that this profound, unconditional love exists for you is truly only the beginning of a magnificent, unfolding story. The real work, the sacred work, the alchemical process of transformation is understanding with unwavering clarity why you haven't fully let it in yet. It is the journey of dismantling the subtle, often unconscious, barriers that stand between you and the complete embodiment of this love. And that profound journey begins with the first unlocking. Before he can truly find you, before his soul can fully perceive and connect with the authentic vibration of yours, you have to consciously choose to stop hiding inside the carefully constructed version of yourself that learned, out of sheer necessity, how to survive without being truly seen. Most souls on this profound spiritual path have spent years, perhaps an entire lifetime, developing an extraordinary, almost superhuman skill. The ability to be outwardly present in relationships, to engage, to contribute, to even seem fully invested, while simultaneously keeping the most sacred, vulnerable, and authentic parts of themselves carefully tucked away, hidden behind layers of protection. This is not because you are inherently dishonest or manipulative, quite the opposite. It is because, at some point in your journey, in a moment that likely scarred your spirit deeply, being fully seen led to being fully hurt. Being completely exposed, in your raw, beautiful truth, resulted in betrayal, rejection, or pain so profound that your nervous system, brilliant and protective as it is, responded in its ultimate wisdom. It erected an impenetrable wall around the holiest room in your heart, the inner sanctum of your essence, and called that fortress wisdom, a necessary defense against future suffering. But here is the subtle, often heartbreaking paradox. Wisdom and wounding can look identical from the inside. From within the confines of that protective wall, the view is distorted, and the sensation of safety can easily be confused with true peace. And that wall, the one you painstakingly built brick by brick, not to keep others out of malice, but to protect your tender, precious self from further pain, is paradoxically the very same wall that now keeps him, your divine counterpart, from truly reaching you. It is not because you are broken beyond repair. On the contrary, it is because you are so deeply, vibrantly alive, so profoundly sensitive and capable of immense love, that your finely tuned protection systems, initially designed for survival, have unintentionally become your gilded prison. The first key turns here, not with an external force, but with a powerful, internal decision. It turns in the moment you consciously decide that the profound liberation and joy of being truly seen, in your messy, magnificent entirety, is absolutely worth the perceived risk of being truly known. He, the one who is meant for you, will not knock politely on the door you've left slightly ajar. The one that leads only to the curated, performance-ready parts of you. He will wait patiently, reverently, outside the real one, the true entrance to your sacred heart space. And this real door, this gateway to authentic connection, only opens from your side. It is a choice, an invitation you must extend from within. This pivotal unlocking is not about performance, not about pretending to be perfectly healed when you are still navigating the intricate terrain of your own becoming. It is certainly not about putting on a brave face or a mask of invulnerability. This is about something far more honest, far more courageous than that. It is about allowing yourself to be genuinely witnessed in your becoming, in the ongoing, imperfect process of your evolution. It is about revealing your unfinished places, the raw edges of your humanity, the tender spots where healing is still unfolding. It is about sharing the mornings when you are not together, and the quiet, vulnerable evenings when the old patterns surface, and you almost gave up on everything. He is not coming for the polished, curated version of you, the carefully edited highlight reel you've presented to the world. He is coming for the actual you, the one who cries without knowing exactly why, the one who feels everything before anyone else in the room has even registered a tremor, the one who has been called sensitive, as if it were a flaw or a weakness, when in reality, it is your greatest spiritual gift, your most potent antenna for divine connection. He is coming for the vast, untamed beauty of your authentic self. The second unlocking is about dismantling the pervasive and often insidious blueprints of love that you've been told are supposed to govern your heart. Because somewhere along the way, through cultural narratives, media portrayals, and perhaps even through your own early painful experiences, most hearts on this path absorbed a distorted blueprint that true love, real passion, should feel inherently uncertain, riddled with doubt and dramatic fluctuations. This erroneous belief system whispers that if someone is too consistent, too clear in their intentions, too emotionally available and present, then something must inevitably be wrong with them. Perhaps they lack depth, or they are too eager, too easy. This warped perception has led to a subconscious programming where the thrilling, often agonizing, chase became normalized, even romanticized. The unpredictable hot and cold dynamic, the push and pull of emotional unavailability, became mistakenly confused with passion, igniting a nervous system response that felt like excitement, but was actually anxiety. The absence of a partner, their mysterious disappearances, became confused with desire, with the notion that distance somehow made the heart grow fonder, rather than merely creating a void. And so, when genuine stability finally arrived, when someone actually showed up with an open heart, consistent presence, and clear communication, it felt profoundly unfamiliar. It stirred a deep, almost unsettling discomfort within your system, like wearing shoes that are perfectly sized after years of forcing your feet into ill-fitting ones. And that very discomfort, that internal resistance to true peace, was tragically mislabeled as a lack of chemistry, rather than the profound healing it truly was. He, your divine counterpart, will not give you the exhausting push and pull. He will not disappear for days, leaving you in a torturous state of uncertainty, only to return with a carefully crafted explanation designed to make you feel grateful for the mere crumbs of his attention. When he truly loves you, you will know. Not because he articulates it perfectly in flowery prose or grand gestures, though he may do both, but because his unwavering consistency, his transparent clarity, and his profound emotional availability will be so unfamiliar to your conditioned nervous system that it will have to learn a completely new language of connection, a language of safety and deep presence. That adjustment period, that initial phase where steady, unwavering love feels almost too calm, where you might inadvertently catch yourself waiting for the inevitable storm, anticipating the drama, or searching for the hidden catch. That sensation is not a sign that something is wrong. On the contrary, that quiet, unfamiliar calm is profound healing happening in real time. It is your nervous system decompressing, releasing old trauma responses, and recalibrating to the frequency of true, stable love. Let it unfold. Let that healing penetrate every corner of your being. Allow yourself the grace of truly experiencing peace. The third unlocking requires you to look honestly, gently, and with immense self-compassion at what you are still unconsciously carrying from before. This introspection is not meant to punish yourself for past mistakes or to reopen old wounds without a purposeful intention for healing. Rather, it is an essential act of liberation, because some of what you are unknowingly bringing into your energetic field right now is simply not yours to carry forward into the radiant future you are claiming. There are subtle agreements you made with past connections, some of them explicit and verbal, others deeply unspoken, formed in the silent chambers of your heart that have not been consciously or compassionately released. These are soul-level entanglements, energetic cords, and vibrational imprints that, though often invisible to the naked eye, keep a significant portion of your precious frequency tethered to what was, to the past narratives and relationships, preventing it from being fully available and vibrant for what is profoundly coming your way. This process of energetic release is not dramatic. It is not a curse or a punishment from some cosmic force. It is simply energetic housekeeping of the deepest, most profound kind. Think of it as meticulously clearing your sacred inner space to prepare for a magnificent new tenant. When you loved someone deeply, with the full force of your open heart, and that connection ended without a true sense of completion, without genuine closure, a subtle energetic thread remained. It might be a thread of hope, of unresolved questions, of unexpressed grief, or even a lingering sense of responsibility. Similarly, when someone deeply hurt you, and you never fully processed that pain, never fully grieved the loss or released the energetic residue of the betrayal, that unhealed wound became an unconscious filter, a colored lens through which you began to perceive all future love, tainting potential connections with the shadows of the past. He, your true counterpart, cannot fully step into a heart that is still unconsciously measuring him against the one who left, against the ghost of a past relationship, or against the pain of an old wound. The third key turns when you consciously, compassionately, and completely release the energetic agreements of the past. This isn't an act of erasing or devaluing those past connections. On the contrary, it is an acknowledgement that those experiences mattered enough to deserve a real, heartfelt goodbye, a sacred severance of energetic ties, and so does your future. Your future, and the profound love awaiting you, deserve a clean, clear, energetically unburdened space to manifest. The fourth unlocking is perhaps the most difficult for souls like yours, for those who burn with an inner fire and a profound sense of purpose. Because you are not passive by nature. You are not someone who sits quietly and waits without intention, without a burning desire to create and co-create. You feel everything so acutely, so intensely, that inaction can often feel like a slow, agonizing dying, a stifling of your very essence. And so, in your magnificent drive and your earnest desire to bring forth what you yearn for, you have perhaps pushed and reached and orchestrated and tried to help the universe along its way, sometimes even attempting to manipulate outcomes. You hoped that if you just did enough, if you arranged enough circumstances, if you strategized enough, the divine love you were waiting for would finally arrive on your mental timeline, according to your meticulously planned schedule. You tried to force the river to flow faster, forgetting the wisdom of its natural course. But divine love, in its infinite wisdom and perfect timing, does not operate on your mental timeline. It does not adhere to human calendars or the hurried pace of the ego. It operates, instead, on your soul's readiness, a deeper, organic, and far more profound rhythm. And those two things, your mental timeline and your soul's readiness, are not always synchronized, nor are they meant to be. The fourth key turns not in frantic activity, but in profound surrender. This is not the surrender of giving up in defeat or abandoning your dreams in resignation. On the contrary, it is the powerful, active surrender of trusting, with every fiber of your being, that the benevolent forces arranging this sacred connection can see what you, from your limited earthly vantage point, cannot yet see. It is the wisdom of allowing the divine architect to work without your interference. He, your counterpart, is being prepared as surely and meticulously as you are. His own journey, his own lessons, his own clearings are unfolding in perfect synchronicity with yours. And this divine preparation is not a punishment for your perceived impatience. It is exquisite precision. The universe is not slow. It is not dragging its feet. It is infinitely exact, orchestrating every detail with cosmic wisdom and impeccable timing, ensuring that when the convergence happens, it is not just beautiful, but sustainable and divinely aligned. The fifth unlocking is perhaps the one that truly changes everything in your daily lived experience, shifting the very fabric of your reality, because it asks you to make a fundamental, energetic pivot, to consciously stop broadcasting from a frequency of lack, of what is missing, of what you desperately yearn for, and to begin radiating with an overflowing heart. From a place of fullness, there is a precise, undeniable frequency that divine love responds to. And it is not merely the frequency of longing, though longing can be a holy and beautiful prayer, a testament to your soul's knowing. It is not exclusively the frequency of readiness, though readiness, in its purest form, is certainly a required internal state. No, it is the powerful, magnetic frequency of times already, the frequency of already whole, already enough, already the magnificent, radiant person who inherently deserves and is capable of receiving exactly the profound love that is coming. This is not superficial manifestation language dressed in spiritual clothing, a mere mental trick or a hollow affirmation. This is profound spiritual physics. Energy, in its fundamental nature, responds to its vibrational match. When your energetic field, your aura, your very presence, becomes genuinely saturated with the awareness of your own intrinsic worth, not perfectly, mind you, not without fleeting moments of doubt or human imperfection, but as a deep, genuine, and unshakable interior, knowing you become unmistakably recognizable to the soul who is aligned with yours. It's like a cosmic beacon suddenly burning brighter, guiding them directly to your shores. He will find you not because you performed wellness, not because you perfected an image of yourself for external validation, but because you genuinely began to inhabit it, to live and breathe from that place of inherent worthiness, and that profound, internal shift, the metamorphosis from endlessly reaching outwards for external validation or completion, to simply times becoming times the full expression of the love you are, is the very quantum leap that closes the perceived gap between you, dissolving the illusion of separation, and inviting your counterpart into your reality. The sixth unlocking is specifically for those courageous souls who find themselves in a period of separation right now. Those who have perhaps felt him near, a tangible whisper of his presence, a powerful recognition that ignited every cell, and then felt him recede, seemingly moving back into the distance. Those who have tasted something real, something profound and undeniable, only to watch it move back into the shadows in ways that made no logical sense to their rational mind or their aching heart. If that is where you are in this moment, please hear this truth clearly. Allow it to penetrate the deepest corners of your being. Separation on this sacred path is never abandonment. It is not a punishment, nor a sign of failure. It is, in its purest, most divine form, architecture. It is the universe, the grand architect of your destiny, meticulously designing the very structure of your future union. The space between you, though it may feel like a vast and empty chasm, is not desolate or vacant. On the contrary, it is being actively filled, with exquisite precision, with the exact experiences, the essential lessons, the profound growth, and the crucial healing each of you needs to be truly capable of holding the immense power and sacred depth of this connection when it fully, irrevocably arrives. You cannot build a magnificent, enduring home in the midst of a raging storm. Its foundations would be compromised, its structure unstable. The foundation of a lasting, divine partnership must be laid in the stillness, in the quiet, steady strength of individual sovereignty and inner peace. And sometimes, in its infinite wisdom, the universe creates this temporary distance, not to cruelly take something from you, not to deprive you, but to lovingly give both of you the indispensable space to become the most authentic, resilient, and whole versions of yourselves before the sacred door between you opens all the way. This distance is a cocoon, a chrysalis of transformation for both souls. The sixth key turns when you consciously choose to stop interpreting the distance as a painful rejection, as proof of your unworthiness or his unavailability, and instead begin to receive it as sacred preparation, as an undeniable sign of something grand being built. What is being meticulously constructed in your absence from each other is something neither of you could have possibly sustained, let alone fully appreciated or embodied, before now. Trust the process, even when it feels like a profound silence. And the seventh unlocking this is the culminating key, the one that completes the entire sequence, weaving all the previous steps into a magnificent tapestry of readiness. All the previous keys turned, all the diligent wound clearing, all the courageous surrender, the deep cultivation of self-worth, and the compassionate release of the past, they were all intrinsically leading here. They were guiding you, step by sacred step, to this profound moment where your heart is not just intellectually open, but genuinely, quietly, undefendedly ready. This is not a performative readiness, a mental assertion that you should times be ready. It is not merely hoping with fingers crossed that you're ready, trying to convince yourself against an inner current of doubt. No, this is an actual, visceral, embodied state, felt deep within the deepest room of your being, ready to receive without sabotage, without the unconscious need to test the connection, without anxiously waiting for the proverbial other shoe to fall. It is a state of peaceful, courageous vulnerability. That profound, undefended readiness is not a finite destination you arrive at after one perfect healing session or one magical breakthrough. It is an ongoing, courageous choice you make, again and again, in the crucible of your daily life. It is the choice you make in the quiet mornings when the old fears, like ancient serpents, whisper their familiar doubts into your ear. It is the choice you make in the long evenings when loneliness, in its rawest form, feels louder and more convincing than your deepest faith. It is in these ordinary, often challenging, moments that you choose to believe, with unwavering conviction, that what your soul inherently knows, its divine blueprint, its ancient wisdom, is infinitely more reliable and trustworthy than what your old wounds predict. That is precisely where reunion lives. Not in some distant, ephemeral future event that may or may not materialize according to your expectations, but in this sacred choice. It lives right now. It lives within you, in the consistent, courageous alignment of your inner truth. Here is what the Arcturian transmissions, ancient and profound sources of wisdom from the cosmos, have always taught about love between sacred counterparts. It does not operate through human strategy, through cunning plans, or through superficial seduction. These are tools of the ego, designed for control and external validation. Divine love operates through pure, unadulterated resonance. And resonance is not something you can manufacture, fabricate, or force into being through sheer will. It is something you cultivate organically, meticulously, and with profound dedication by becoming more and more fully, more and more unapologetically, and more authentically yourself. Every single time you choose to honor your deepest truth, every moment you speak your authentic feelings, every act of self-integrity, you strengthen your unique soul signal, making it clearer and brighter in the cosmic tapestry. Every time you courageously refuse to shrink yourself, to dim your magnificent light, or to make yourself smaller to accommodate someone else's discomfort or insecurity, you clarify your frequency, stripping away the distortions and revealing your pure essence. Every time you consciously choose your own profound depth over someone else's superficiality, over the allure of easy but unfulfilling connections, you unequivocally call in the one who is not afraid of the deep end, the one who is swimming in the exact same sacred waters of profound truth and authentic connection. He is not a fantasy, a mere figment of your overactive imagination, a character in a utopian novel. He is a tangible, vibrational frequency match, an energetic blueprint designed to align with yours. And the most empowering truth of all is this: you are the sovereign being who holds the ultimate power to tune your own signal. Your inner state, your authenticity, your self-worth. These are the dials you turn, the frequencies you set, to call forth your true counterpart. You did not fall behind on this sacred path. There is no timeline in the spiritual realm where you are considered too old, too tired from past battles, too scarred by previous wounds, or too late to receive this magnificent love. You did not somehow use up your chances or disqualify yourself with past choices, no matter how much shame or regret those choices may have carried. Every step you have taken, every tear you have shed, every lesson you have learned, every moment of joy and every moment of sorrow, all of it has brought you to this very moment. You arrived here, in this now, with this exact, intricate history, this exact, beautifully complex heart, and this exact, unique frequency, precisely because all of it was profoundly necessary. All of it was meticulously shaping you, refining your essence, preparing you for something you can intuitively feel, something your soul whispers about, but have not yet fully seen with your physical eyes. And that enormous, sometimes inconvenient, often uncompromising, truly wild love you have been holding inside yourself, that very capacity that has sometimes felt like an unbearable burden, a cross to carry in a world that doesn't understand its magnitude, is about to become your greatest, most undeniable point of magnetic attraction. It is the very beacon that will guide him home to you. Before you drift into sleep tonight, in the quiet sanctity of your own space, gently place one hand over your heart. Feel the gentle rhythm of its beating. Feel the warmth that emanates from that sacred chamber, not merely the warmth of fleeting hope, which can be fragile, but the deep, foundational warmth of undeniable truth. And then, say to yourself, softly, not for performance, not for external validation, but for profound remembrance, for the recalibration of your innermost being. I am not passively waiting to be loved. I am actively becoming the full, radiant expression of the divine love I am here to give and gloriously receive. I trust the path, in all its twists and turns, in all its periods of stillness and acceleration. I trust the divine timing, knowing that all is unfolding with perfect precision. And most profoundly, I trust what my soul already knows, the ancient, unwavering truth that resides within me. He is not going to play games with your heart, for he operates from a higher resonance. He is not coming to manipulate, to test, or to confuse. He is going to meet it, truly and deeply. And when he does, when that sacred convergence occurs, you will recognize it. It will not be with a shock of surprise or a sudden jolt, but with the deep, visceral, exhaling peace of something finally, profoundly, arriving home. Drop one word in the comments right now that describes what you are releasing to make room for this love. Just one word. Read what others have written, and let it remind you that you are not alone in this. Because healing that happens in community travels faster than healing that happens in isolation. This space is not just a comment section, it is a field of collective activation. Add your frequency to it. If this message reached something real in you, share it with someone whose heart has been waiting too long in silence. They may not know they needed it. You may be the reason they find it. And if you feel the call to stay in this transmission, to keep receiving this kind of guidance, then this is where you belong. Stay close. There is more to open. And you are only just beginning to remember who you are and what you came here to love.